there's a launch button.
There is. Hey Gearheads, do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button down below so that you don't miss future content from us. And if you want to see more behind the scenes stuff, find us on Facebook and Instagram, both at GT Garage Talk. Head on over to gtgaragetalk.com where you'll find a link to our podcast where we interview people from throughout the automotive industry. Hey Gearheads, we want to take a moment to tell you about an awesome and unique car show we are hosting this October. Coming to Tyler, Texas, Saturday, October 23rd, 2021, the second annual GT Garage Talks Unlikely Heroes Car Show celebrates the cars that do all of the dirty work of commuting us around and get none of the recognition. Does that dent your fender tell a story? Does that cracked windshield remind you of a road trip? Does your daily driver have over 100,000 miles and some interesting stories to tell? Then we have a car show for you. Awards and prizes will be given out in several different categories. This will be a family-friendly event with fun for all ages. We will have bounce houses, kids EV races, slot car challenges, live music, and more. General admission is free, and vehicle registration is $15, but we have limited spots. So sign up today and learn more at gtgaragetalk.com/carshow. We cannot wait to see you and your unlikely hero out at our car show.
All right, you ready?
That's nice. So, do you know what engine this one has in it?
Yeah, I do.
Is it a 392?
It is. Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
392
Cubic inches
cubes.
of pure joy.
Massive, wonderful cubes. We picked a good one this time.
Yeah, you did.
Corey?
Yep.
It's a big car.
Yes, it is. Thread the needle. Thread the needle. We gotta. Hey, I hear some Hemi tick. Yeah.
Oh,
I love those gauges. Very retro.
very.
Deep dish.
Oh yeah. Man, it sounds good. Oh.
See, so you picked the Supra
Uh-huh.
and said you perhaps liked it better than the Hellcat, but it didn't sound this good.
It did not sound this good.
It was impossible for it to sound this good. And this one doesn't even have that crazy whine from under the hood.
No, but it sounds really, really healthy.
Yes, it does.
It's stiff.
Yes, it is. It is very stiff.
It feels really big. Like you're a long ways away
Yeah.
from me. Looking out over that massive cowl is incredible.
Where is the end of the hood?
About 13 feet that way.
This
maybe,
is a
maybe
massive
14.
car. It's slow.
Yeah.
It's like they've intentionally done a lot of stuff retro in this. Again, going back to the gauges, the sound of that blinker. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Wow.
This red. I like the
I know.
red.
The red is really pretty. So after driving the GT500 last week, Corey,
Yeah.
I immediately went home and built my own GT500
Yeah.
and Mach 1,
Yeah.
and even an EcoBoost, because I was thinking maybe I can go cheap and get a Mustang anyway, because I really liked the track time.
Yeah.
There's not a cheap Mustang out there.
There's not a cheap much of anything out there.
Yeah, this one's not cheap either.
No.
It's so sexy though.
Yes.
This wide body,
The sound.
this gray, the sound.
The red interior. Converges.
Good grief. It wants to shift a lot sooner than I do. Oh, yeah, it definitely shifts better than I do, for sure.
Yeah.
But
Was that all you?
that was trying to be me, yeah.
What do you mean trying to be
Like
you?
when it would like that, it was because it had over revved and was looking for another gear, and I wasn't willing to give it to him. Yeah, it bugged me a little bit when we got here and found out that nothing here this weekend has a manual transmission, including this.
Row your own way.
Right? And if anything, of the vehicles that are here,
This one should
would be the one to have it. I'll tell you though, I'm pretty impressed with this automatic.
Except for when you were trying to do it.
Well, right. I mean, it's it's smarter than I am,
Yeah.
obviously. So,
Programmed as such.
and I would have to get used to the car. You know, 6,000 RPM red line.
Yeah.
The Mustang was up close to 7, if not just a smidge over. So the RPM is probably going to be in the Mustang's favor.
Yeah.
But that sound, golly, that Hemi. Oh,
How many cubic inches is it again?
like 392,
Ish?
something like that.
Seems like an interesting number.
Yeah, yeah. Stitching.
I will say, then FCA, now Stellantis has really invested in the interiors.
Yes.
And General Motors is still playing catch up. Ford, I think, is
They're getting there.
right, pretty close.
This feels special. That was one thing about the GT500 that I probably would have critiqued a little stronger. It was cool. It was fat. It was wicked fast. It felt like in every other kind of Mustang inside though.
Yeah.
So this feels incredibly special. It rides so good.
Wait until we go over the train tracks.
Well, I mean, it's a big, heavy sports car. I'm anxious to get it out on the track too and see how it handles.
Yeah.
all this weight. So.
Well, I mean, you took the bigger one.
Literally, like, accelerate all to that third one.
Oh, no.
And then just mash the brakes.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
All right, man, let's do it.
All the way on the floor?
Let's go.
Wow! I mean, the Charger is obviously the biggest. And then, talking about weight, you've got the four-wheel drive Durango beast waiting.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, that is insane.
No kidding. I'm in love, Corey. I have fallen in love too many times this trip. What are you doing to me?
Torturing you?
Oh. I will say, as much as I love the Supra, as much as I love the Hellcat Red Eye, as much as I love that crazy ISF that we drove just a little while ago,
Yep.
If I were to go out and buy something today,
Given a blank check out of all the rigs that we had?
yeah, this would be a really, really, really hard sell. I mean, excuse me. It would be really, really hard
To get you out of.
to avoid buying this. Yeah. It's just so good. It is the quintessential muscle car.
Yeah.
It's retro, it's big, it's heavy, it's not as fast as the other ones, but it's special. I really like
I
how
agree
special
with
it
all
is.
of that.
I'm trying to critique it, but everything that might be a little bit wrong with it is way overlooked by how nice it is in here and how amazing this thing sounds.
Turn around and stick to our normal. Sounds good.
Yes, it does.